What is going on, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to talk about a potential trade target for the New York Jets, Courtland Sutton. Now, there are a lot of rumors about the Denver Broncos blowing everything up. We saw them officially release Russell Wilson, and Courtland Sutton could be on the move. This is a player that the New York Jets would have to trade for, and in this video, I want to break down my thoughts because we all know that the New York Jets are looking to get another wide receiver to pair up with Garrett Wilson and the rest of the crew, of course, loaded up for the return of Aaron Rodgers. Now, there's so many wide receivers that we've been talking about in the offseason, whether it was Mike Evans. Now, he's gone. He's back with Tampa Bay. Devontae Adams does not seem like he will be getting traded from the Raiders. T. Higgins gets franchise tagged. Calvin Ridley, still an option in free agency. But Courtland Sutton's always been a name we've been talking about. But now the buzz is really starting to come to the surface here with the new league year right around the corner next week, especially when you look at the Denver Broncos right here, them releasing Russell Wilson, and there's a lot of speculation about them potentially trading him. So let's break down Sutton as a player. What would the trade look like? And is it a good idea for the New York Jets to go all in to bring in Courtland Sutton to the New York Jets? Don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the video, folks. And don't forget to comment your thoughts about if you would want the Jets to go after Courtland Sutton. Yes or no? We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of Jets content coming your way all throughout the rest of the offseason. Free agency is right around the corner, and we're going to be covering everything here on the channel. Now, let's get straight into business and talk about Courtland Sutton. Ooh, look at that catch. Talk about Courtland Sutton. Now, last year with Denver, he put up 59 catches, 772 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Now, you look at his numbers, he is a perfect wide receiver too. It's not going to be numbers that's going to, go off the charts and he's over 1,000 yards every single year. What he is a 50-50 ball, go up and get those contested catches, a red zone threat. He's still in the prime of his career, 28 years old, and I feel like what Courtland Sutton would bring to the New York Jets is an absolute weapon, and I also think that he would complement Garrett Wilson perfectly. We all know what Garrett Wilson brings to the table. He is a dynamic playmaker, a guy who can get in and out of his breaks with ease. He's efficient. Now you plug him in potentially and pair him up with Courtland Sutton, a boundary guy, a guy that Aaron Rodgers would fall in love with in the red zone. I feel like this is an absolute no-brainer for the New York Jets. Now, if the Jets did bring him in, this is what the finances would look like. The cap hit in 2024 will be $10 million. The cap hit for next season in 25 would be $14 million. That is a bargain in today's market in the NFL, especially with the cap increasing. I feel like this is an absolute no-brainer. Now, what will the compensation look like? I feel like a third-round pick in this year's draft for the Jets would definitely be a steep price. If the Jets could pair up maybe both of their fourth-round picks or maybe a fourth this year and a fifth next year, something like that, I feel like will get the job done. I don't really see Courtland Sutton going for a big-time, second-round trade package or anything like that. I feel like the Jets can get him for a third-round pick or maybe package a fourth and a fifth, or they may have to package both fourth-round picks because this is a player that the Jets would absolutely love to bring in the building. We're trying to load up for Aaron Rodgers, and this is a guy who is 6'4", go up and get it, red zone threat, absolutely dynamic playmaker for these New York Jets. There's so many different options, so many different avenues that the Jets can go with this wide receiver position. Like I said, Garrett Wilson's there, but outside of that, Allen Lazard coming off a very disappointing season, and let's be honest with ourselves. Allen Lazard is basically everything we were hopeful that Courtland Sutton would be, hypothetically, if he came to the Jets. A 6'4", red zone target, and Allen Lazard absolutely did not live up to the expectations. Last year, gigantic disappointment, so the Jets got to clean up their mistake and bring in a player that's better than Allen Lazard, a guy that's been in the league for many years, and he's still in the prime of his career at 28 years old. In 2022, Courtland Sutton didn't really get in the end zone a lot, but he did finish with 64 catches, 829 yards, and only 2 touchdowns. But last year, even in a bad Denver Broncos season, he put up 10 touchdowns. That tells you all you need to know. I mean, you look at the catches that he makes over Snead, who is a great cornerback. This is a guy that I feel like Aaron Rodgers would fall in love with and become a go-to guy, and he will complement Garrett Wilson absolutely tremendously. And I feel like the Jets right here, they might need to sacrifice their draft picks to go after players to go all in right now. We have a window to win with Aaron Rodgers. It is going to go away sooner rather than later. I would say it's a 2-year window. And Courtland Sutton, bringing him in with a cap hit of $10 million this year, $14 million next year, that fits in perfectly for the 2-year window. Obviously, there's other names out there the Jets will be interested in, but I feel like this is a name that Jets fans should definitely open their minds to as a possibility. I got to give a shout out to Jets Talk 24/7. Ryan, you guys know him, of course. He's been on the Courtland Sutton train way earlier in the offseason. So he's definitely been on this from the get-go, and I'm all in as well. I feel like this would be a really, really good idea for the Jets. Now, the question is, what will the trade package look like? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Sound off what you guys think. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Courtland Sutton, I'm all in, baby. Come to the New York Jets. Make it happen, Joe Douglas. We need a weapon for Aaron Rodgers. We got to load up. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to sound off in the comments. Let's go, Jets. Peace.